There is no holy grail system in day trading. Just go out there, get yourself a basic, reasonable strategy, learn how to use it, backtest just for you to work on your pattern recognition. Then start for testing. Test that strategy for at least over 100 trades. You need to trade for at least 3 to 4 months or 6 months. Well, I suggest you do 6 months to a year. Okay, and see if the strategy is good. Majority of the time, the strategies are good. You are going to see positive expectancy and start using it. There's nothing like a holy grail in this business. I keep saying it. The only problem with trading is that majority of us don't know how to handle losses. We don't accept losses. Losses is part of the game. There are going to be down times. There are going to be times you won't make any money. It is totally normal. If you run any business in this world, you are going to encounter losses. You can't avert losses. We are being told that somehow we can avert losses. That's why people come into this game and they keep looking for a perfect system. A perfect system. Believe me, nobody knows what's going to happen next. And that's not your job. Your job is not to predict the market. So let's dive into the trades I took today. I took a trades on two assets, gold and Bitcoin, and I lost twice on gold and I lost, I believe, yeah, one time on gold and I lost one time on Bitcoin. Then the second trade I took on gold made me 3% and I'm still up 1% because of my risk to reward. Now, this is the first setup. As you can see, what I trade is very simple, basic chart patterns. That's all. I trade the 15 minutes mostly. So after this particular hold got taken out, the market held here for a while and couldn't make a further higher high, and this low got taken out. This is signaling to me that this particular time frame that I'm trading, this 15 minutes, is in a downtrend. So I don't care what's happening in other time frames. I'm focused on one time frame. Mind you, there was a time when I was trying to trade all the time frames. I was trying to catch all the moves. Okay, that's one of the things that cost me a lot of time. So I had to learn how to let go. So I only focus on this particular time frame that I'm trading. Now, once this low got taken out, it was my chance to look for a setup, and I was not around when this one came because I could have gotten in here. Following the candlesticks formation, I would have gotten around here, and I believe this would have given me a 3% or so, but I was not around. So this particular place is when I was in the chart and I got in after seeing this candlesticks formation. If you know anything about candlesticks formation, you know that this particular green bar signals weakness of buyers. Okay, this is a green doji candle signaling weakness of buying strength. So all I had to do is wait for the market to take out this particular low, and I got in. Just like I told you, nobody knows what's going to happen in the market. I lost this particular trade. And another thing is, don't give up on a trade idea so easily. I give each trade idea two chances. Once they exhaust the two chances I give them, I will never trade that particular setup again. I'll move on to the next day. This was when the market came and took me out with this particular candle. I respected myself and I let the particular trade be. Now look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is quite interesting. This particular setup is quite interesting, just like the other one. The market has been trending down. What do? I simply wait for, just give me a pullback and I'll sell. And this is 15 minutes, by the way. This is 15 minutes. I only trade one time frame. I can trade 1 hour or H4. It's just that I'm more of a day trader. I want to see setups more often. That's why I trade this 15 minutes. It gives me a lot of setups. So I just wait for a pullback. The pullback came in. I wait for my candlesticks formation right here. If you know anything about this particular candlesticks, I believe it's called a rail road track, something like that. I got in once this low got taken out, and this trade ran in profit. I believe maybe 2%. This is the trade when it was running in profit. This is, I believe, this is supposed to be 2% or 2 point something percent in profits, and it later came to my stops. And some of you traders, some of you, I don't want to call you weak. I will just say that some of you have this bad habit of cutting trades short. When you see your trade running profit, let's say 2%, you can't control the urge. You just cut that trade short. Well, this is how I fixed that for me is when I get in on a trade, I tend to leave the charts and go about my day. And there's something you need to know is that if your strategy requires 1:4, or 1:3, or 1 is to any risk to reward, and you tend to cut your trade short, you are going to destroy your edge. You are not going to make any profit. I'm telling you. You are better off letting it run, because that quick money that you think you made in the moment is going to cost you in the long run. Instead of making 50%, you'll be making lesser, or even you will net red, because some strategies are very fragile. Some systems are very fragile. Once you start cutting your trades, you just start losing. Now let's go to the gold trade that made me money. That's the second try. Now, if you recall, this was the area that I got taken out on gold, and I saw that the sell is still valid. I had to wait for candlesticks formation around here, and I placed my entry around here, and the market closed it. The market activated my entry with this big red bar. This was a very nice trade, and you can see it ran into profits, and I believe it's still falling maybe, but I don't care. I've already taken my 3%. And the other issue some traders have is greed. Once they see that a trade has gotten close to their take profit, they will remove their take profit and move stocks to break even. What they want to do is to trail it forever. Look, if stop trailing is part of your system, do it. But if it's not part of your system, please don't do it. Just respect yourself. This trade went nice and I made 3%. So I lost twice and I won one time, making it only 1% profit. And as you can see, my strategy is very simple. I don't mark any complicated zone from the past. If anything, I don't believe the past chart has any influence on the present chart. I'm not saying that kind of strategy doesn't work. It works. It's just my own way of trading, and I'm not trying to degrade anyone's method of trading. Nobody knows everything in this business. Nobody has the crystal ball in trading. It's just my own belief and my own way of trading, and it works for me. I just focus on the present chart. What am I seeing that is happening in the current price action?